Hello, welcome to episode 63 of the Zeens and Roger Crochet Vlogcast. Hello, how are you? Are you okay? I'm alright. I think I'm probably a bit late, maybe a week, not 2 weeks late with this podcast. I can't remember. I've stopped keeping track. I used to be very good and it used to be every 2 weeks, but now it's as and when. I was going to do it last weekend, but I just ran out of time, so I couldn't. I hope you've got something to work on. I should have... What can I work on? Oh, I know what I should work on. Get yourself a cup of tea and all that jazz. As usual. And then... Oh, I don't know. I've got something in here that I'm working on, which is my main work in progress at the minute, but I don't want to show you just yet. I'll show you in a minute. But whilst I chat, let me just do something that's like dead straightforward. Which is this hideous green bag, which is going to be hideous green and hideous orange for the little one who wanted it to be a hat, I think, last episode. And then as we had a meeting to discuss the design of the hat, he then went, actually mummy, I would like a bag. Can you make a bag? He's inherited the bag, I was going to say bag lady gene, but bag boy gene. I think in that he likes to have a massive collection of crochet bags. He's got 2 or 3 already, and who am I to say no whenever he wants something made? I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to the orange, but I think because I've only got that much green, which is not much at all, it'll be a bottom section of solid green work, and then the orange will be a mesh or something. I will probably start and he'll notice and then go, what are you doing? No, I don't approve. Start again. At which point I shall chuck it in a bag and throw it back in the cupboard. It's not my favourite. It's not going to be my favourite project, but you know, whatever. So I hope you've been working on lots of crochet over the last few weeks. I've managed to do quite a lot actually, seeing as I'm now working in another job 3 days a week. It doesn't seem to have had too much of an impact on my crochet, which is good. I'm sort of not crocheting any less. I've got a commission to start later on today. And then everything else has pretty much been for fun. Nice mindful projects without the pressure of deadlines and whatnot. However, I am working on one design, that one in there, that I want to release as a pattern to buy. And I'm hoping that it's going to be a corker, a good one. So what have I made in the last... I finished only a couple of things. I haven't touched my jumper. I frogged all the pink and I haven't put the ribbing back on. So I showed you this last week, which is a Santa hat. That's now a couple of years old. Let me just, rather than just... It's got some shaping so that when you put it on, it just goes like that. You might be fed up of seeing it now, as I showed it last episode, because there's still 20% off this pattern until the 8th of December. And when you buy the pattern, it's for this size hat and one that's about that big. And it tells you the pattern for the small one so that you can make a garland, and the pattern includes both of those things. I don't know why, but I went and made myself a slightly more interesting version. Yes, the ends have not been sewn in. And this one has a slightly taller peak, I suppose you could call it. Whoops. This was the leftovers from the Kinesis sweater that I knitted. I've got one ball of this blue, a full ball of this blue left. Nothing of the pink. Don't think. Oh no, That's a lie. Got that much left of the other two colours. And a one full ball of blue. I'm not sure what this is the equivalent of. Probably a ball and a half or something. Don't know. But it's well chunky. And I got myself a pom-pom out of it. And yeah, quite like that. On a slightly taller hat. Will I wear it? That's debatable. Do I like it even? Debatable again. I think it's a bit much even for me. But you never know. I'll show you what, I was going to show you what my sort of hat is more like, but I don't have it here because I've actually been wearing it. Bear with me. Oh my god, I've just realised that the camera hasn't turned off yet. Do you know why that is? It's because I bought a new SD card. Bingo. Bear with me. God, I'm so boring, aren't I? This is more the sort of thing I would wear day to day. I get so excited by colourful wool, colourful yarn, and make all the bright colourful things. I kind of sometimes forget that actually I don't wear them every day. And I know I've talked about that before, how actually it's kind of like an outlet of this the bright colours is a creative urge, a creative outlet. But in real life, actually, I'm quite like dull in the things I choose to wear. So, grey hat. Not even a pom-pom. Grey hat and yeah, I really like it. Don't know what the wool is. Don't know. There was a label next to it that had been ripped. It's one ball and I'm suspicious of the label because it said super chunky. If you can hear that, she's gone mental. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's overexcited. That's Marceline the cat running around being silly. I don't think this looks like a super chunky, but it said it was Wendy Serenity that I just, excuse me, found in a bag in my cupboard of wool and yarn. I know you probably can't see it very well. I would say it looks like, at a push, maybe a chunky, but probably only an Aran. So why would it be called super chunky? And I think it's a wool mix with acrylic and alpaca. But again, I don't know. It's one of those mystery ones. But I've got that much left from a 100-gram ball. So if it was super chunky, there's no way you'd make one hat with 100 grams. Don't know. Nice hat. A bit less in your face. And I like it. I could pom-pom shop. I'm not sure. I don't know whether to pom-pom it. Oh, a cup of tea. That's a bit hot. Bit hot. So, possibly, they are, I think that's like my only finished object, right? But I started several projects, several. So there's this one, a shawl, a blanket, another blanket. What else? I did some little, I did a rose, I released a rose pattern. Let me show you. Where are you? Are you in my basket of tricks? I have this down there, €9 from a grocery store in Spain. It's like my favouriteest buy in the world. And it's got like, it just looks like that. See the Iron Lamb pattern, notebook, crochet bag from Stitches Tees, and then these, which I shall get. Just random ball bags of wool and whatnot. Hook case and lots of, oh look, my frost shawl is in there, still waiting to be picked up. and Encanto is in there. Okay, waiting in the wings. I digress. Within said bag are lots of these. I will leave a link to the pattern, but it's essentially like, it's a very new blog post on my blog, so you'll find it, no probs. It's a written pattern. There's no tutorial because I haven't found the time. It was initially on my list of tutorial kind for videos, but all you do is crochet a chain and then do stitches all the way along, like several stitches in each chain to create a ruffle, and then it sort of curls in on itself, and you use that natural coil even, and then just plonk a load of stitches in to secure it in place, and hey presto, you have yourself a rose. This was originally in issue 107 of Inside Crochet magazine, and for that I attached a brooch back. None of these have got brooch backs on them because I was just playing. I've got no intention of doing anything with these, so I might give them away or something. That's my favourite one, the grey with the red edging, and the rest have all got sort of glittery shiny edges around the petals, and that's to make them festive for this time of year. Free pattern on the blog, so obviously you can tell that I've been farting around with that kind of thing as well recently. Where am I with the... what have I talked about so far? So that's, yeah, free pattern for that one. I lost a yarn chicken. That's one thing I did do. And had to begrudgingly buy more wool because I think I was only on the grey still last time, but I got this far and then I'm a row, I got on the last row of the pink, the light pink, and I think the pink was only to go one more row from here to where I ran out here. So that's a considerable game loss. So I've had to buy a full new ball of pink. Luckily it's just cheap Stylecraft, and I wasn't sure if it was Stylecraft, so I took a bit of a punt by going to the shop and just picking this up, because it could well have been a different brand of DK acrylic. I'm fairly sure that's a good match, so I'm just gonna plonk this on. Plonk, plonk. And because there was a risk, there's also a risk of this deeper pink, which is fondant, of that running out too. I've got myself an extra ball of that. But what I'm going to do is make some Christmas pom-poms with these, with a few other kind of bright colours too. And I'm going to do a pom-pom garland with some leftovers. I hate doing Stash Buster projects and then losing at Yarn Chicken and having to buy more, which defeats the point entirely. But how can I abandon a project that is so close to the finish line? I mean, I'm probably over halfway on this, and the trickiest bit, which is the Z's, is done. You alright, monkey? This is the ZZ Block blanket that is my design, and it's only like £2.50 because it is the charts without the written instructions. However, when I had the Stitch Fiddle subscription, I downloaded the row by row block count. So I've included that as an update in the pattern. So if you wanted to follow it row by row, some people don't use a chart, some people go row 1, 1 block in grey, row 2, 2 blocks in grey, row 33, 1 block in grey, 8 blocks in pink, 2 blocks in green, 2 blocks in blue, blah blah blah. That is included in the pattern. What isn't included in the pattern is row 1, chain 6, 1 treble, 4th chain from hook, blah blah blah. It's a standard C to C, and you can find that information everywhere for free online. So I kind of didn't see at the time when because I basically rushed it out. This is going back a year, but it's got a page full of suggestions, instructions about to make it in a double knit and to make it in Aran weight, and the size it will come out if you do in those 2 weights of yarn. So I think for a couple of quid it's not actually too bad. It's just it doesn't have like the written instructions, but as I say, if you know how to do C to C, you know how to do this anyway. And C to C is a really fun stitch, and it's not as hard as you think it is, I promise. I've got something in my eye poking me. Is it you? I bet it's you. What have you done? It only started going funny when you walked past me. So I may as well finish that off, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I didn't need a baby blanket, I just wanted to make something extra. Itchy fingers. That's what my friend says. I've got itchy fingers, so I just sit there and I need to do something while And then I also started this as a stash buster, but once I've run out of any of these colours I am not buying more. If I wanted an extra blue square and I didn't have any more blue yarn left, then it's just tough luck. I say that because I definitely will run out of this nice blue, which is Lobelia, which is one of my favourite blues in the Stylecraft range. Not that I'm an ambassador for Stylecraft, I'm not, I bought it all. This is not all Stylecraft anyway. It is also Poundland, this green's from Poundland. And this pink, and there's an orange, I don't know if the orange is Stylecraft or if it's King Cole, there's some King Cole stuff in there, which is leftovers from the Geo block baby blanket that I have as a cowl in your Crochet and Knitting magazine. Still ongoing, I think there's one more issue. I'm doing it in the Luca hook, which actually, style over substance, I don't like using. It's very yes, for $6.50 or whatever they cost each, and I bought it via a small business, so that I'm not knocking that, but the company itself is big. For £6.50 I'd hoped that it would work better than it does, but it looks lovely, so I'll just sort of like get it out every now and again and look at it. But now I've started all of this in with this hook, I will finish the job, but maybe it will just be a smaller blanket rather than a bigger one. But I do have all of this yarn in my Dear You bag. Oh look, Dear You products. Oh Heather. I hope that's made you giggle. Another sort of a plug, what I'm not intending to do, but obviously I do use your stuff, the lovely things you sent to me, I do use them. So a couple of squares here and there every now and again, and then hopefully it'll be a big blanket, but actually a couple of squares here and now, maybe that's better for this hook rather than, I don't want to sit there for hours on end. I'm glad I didn't use that hook for a commission, that's all I can say. But yeah. I bought some stuff too. I'm not allowed, I wasn't going to, but I had to. I had to. So let me just check, I have gone through. Those are pretty much all my whips. But I want to show you what I bought as well. Oh no, I've got my big whip. And I'm in Simply Crochet magazine this month. Issue 91, I think. I have a little interview in there, although they did get my name a little bit wrong because there's 2 crochet designers called Rosina, and they used her surname, not mine. But other than that, it's nice to be featured. And it was sort of quite funny. So maybe you've got that issue and you've seen it already. But that was a nice thing to be asked. I was very pleased with that. Let me just talk a little bit about hooks just for a moment, because I've now got that many in the pot waiting for new owners. They are all in the shop, which I will leave a link to, and there's a couple of 5mm, but unfortunately no, we don't have any that are 4s or 4.5s because they are hard to do, but we do have 5s, and they're very nice, and each one, as you know, is made by hand and they're all very nice, and I've used them all personally to make sure that they don't clunk off the hook as you work with them, and they all have to pass my own personal test. And one of them, I'm assuming, is on his way to America, because do you remember last time I said I was going to do an Instagram giveaway and to keep an eye out on Instagram because I was doing a hook giveaway? I did that, and there was a winner, and it was Emily Craven from the Spinning Hooker. I've written Spinny Hooker, but I think it might be Spinning Hooker. Can't remember. Sorry, love. But Emily was very pleased, very excited to get her hands on a hook, which was lovely. Very happy about that. And I'm going to do a giveaway today. I'm going to do 2. The postage for the hook was a little bit pricey, so I'm not going to do a physical giveaway for... I'm going to do 2. Start again. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do a physical giveaway, and that's for UK peeps only, because it's keeping the postage down. International, worldwide, I'm going to do a giveaway for patterns. I think I'll do, like, to the one winner they get 3 patterns. That's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to choose like a bundle of yarn as a UK giveaway. Mostly it's commercial yarns. It's pretty much all commercial yarn. I'm not going to show you what it is because it's Christmas soon, so I'd like it to be like a Christmas present. So if you are skint and want a Christmas present of yarn, then just leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe anyway, obviously I will always tell you to do that anyway. Ask you to do that, sorry. And tell me if you're from the UK or the US. Any comment will do, other than don't just write I'm from the UK and then don't write anything else, you know, be a little bit friendly or something. Because I have to say that sometimes you get a comment, especially on Instagram, not actually YouTube's usually very nice indeed, apart from when people feel that they can just be blatantly rude and trolley. But on Instagram people would go pattern question mark. Yes, it is a pattern. I think you mean please can you tell me where I might find the pattern, or I don't know. Anyway, so if you would like to enter the giveaway then yeah, leave a comment down below. Tell me, you must tell me if you're from the UK or the US. That will tell me whether or not I will do the physical parcel or the electronic 3 patterns, which I won't just like send you 3 willy-nilly. You can choose which 3. And I'll let you know, and I'll try and come back in 2 weeks' time, so there's plenty of time before Christmas, post and all that. Yes. Right. Oh, I still haven't told you about my last whip. I was in two minds about whether to say or not, because it's nice to reveal. It's nice to reveal it when it's completely finished as a surprise. And also, I am very, very much guilty of saying, and here's my new design, and it'll be released really soon. And then I look at it one day and just go, I hate you, and then hide it and put it away, and then never look at it again. Darling bad smits. Yeah. But this one, I'm so close to the finish line, and I've got yarn lined up to do another version of it too. So I like it that much, I'm willing to make it twice. It's a shawl, and if you will recall, the shawl is made from this lovely lot that I bought at Stitch Fest Southwest a month ago. Let me show you the label. It is a Polworth yarn mixed with some nylon. And it's Siobhan's Craft. So you probably can't see this. I don't know why I'm showing it to you. But the thing I liked about this yarn was that it was 50 gram skeins, which meant you're not spending an absolute fortune on yarn where actually you're going to have quite a bit left over, and then you'll go, I don't know what to do with this. So you put it in your stash cupboard and then get it out every couple of months to look at and go, oh, that's so pretty, and then put it back again. I didn't want much in the way of leftovers, and I haven't got much in the way of leftovers. It's only a little bit of squidge. Not too bad, and probably could have squeezed out an extra row of each of these if I'd been brave enough. Arguably. The shawl was big enough that I didn't need to do that. It's really bright, so it looks a bit kind of acidic on screen, but it's gorgeous. I love it. The only issue I have with it is that this border is taking a blinking long time to do. I did that much from here to here one evening, and then last night I did manage to do that much before giving up and going to bed. This border is going to go all the way around. If I can navigate the corners. I haven't actually swatched or done anything to work out whether or not I can. I just thought I'd wing it and see what happens. I'm sure I can. In my head, I've got an idea about how I'm going to do it. But no, I haven't swatched. I don't know. I really hope I can do it, because otherwise I've just like wasted several hours. Or I'll just come up with an alternative way of doing it, but I really want to be able to go all the way around and turn the corner nicely. My alternative colour palette is that. And rather than rose, I've got 5 colours in the original, this is just going to be 3 colours. And as you can see, it's a much more subdued, muted palette, which is probably something more wearable for me than this one, which I will love and kind of feed off its energy, but never wear. So I'll let you know how that goes, but I would like to make both before I release the pattern, so it looks like it's probably going to be an after Christmas one. And at the same time as buying those from an online shop, I also bought some fabric. I need fabric for my new commission, which I bought, and at the same time, you know what it's like, you start looking through all the rest of it. And so I bought this, which would be great for a project bag. It's linen style cotton, or linen, I don't know if it's pretend linen or real linen, but it's got some neon stripes in it, which made me feel quite good when I opened the parcel. It's just like, oh, that looks good. I think these are all from Wool Warehouse. Bought another couple which I've hidden away, you can't see. And I also did another little bundle from Cloth and Candy, which is a small online shop. So check them out. This is like white, creamy white, off-white with neon dots on it, which I really like. Stuff like this, honestly, I can be having a really grey day and then look at this and just go, oh my gosh, I love it, and then it makes me happy. But that's it. No more spending. Honest. And I think we've come to an end. I think that's probably enough, isn't it, really? What was I going to say? I was going to say, if you're in the UK, vote. I was appalled to learn that there are some young people in my office, aged 19 or so, and they just went, nah, I'm probably not going to vote. Can't be bothered. What's the point? And I still can't believe that that attitude survives. It's like so important to use your vote. Why don't people see it? Why? I was sort of a bit upset actually. So if you, it's too late to register now, but if you have already registered, then please do read the policies, make an informed choice before putting that tick in that box. You can vote for whoever you like as long as you know the reason why, I think. It's not supposed to be just because, oh, I don't know, they wear a nice suit, or oh, he makes funny jokes, or she looks pretty good, or you know what I'm saying. Right. On that note, I think that's everything. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, especially if you're skint and deserve a real treat of commercial yarns that they're all right. There will be some nice ones in there. I'm not just going to give you like budget. It will be mid-range. Maybe some of them will be mid-range. I don't want you to open up the parcel and go, is that it? Right. Until next time. I'll try and be back for 2 weeks' time. Try and keep up with things. And also I need to photograph my cover for this video, like the front bit. I always do the little photo with the episode number and the name and whatnot. But it's such a grey day and I haven't got any photographs I can use. It is only 12:20, so it might pick up in an hour. I'll leave it and see what happens. Right. Cheerio. Bye.